MakingAScene.org brings you Making a Scene Artist Fan Passport OS, the free gateway to an artist-owned music economy. Welcome to the Explainer. So if you're looking to really understand the mechanics of the modern independent music industry, you are in exactly the right place. Our roadmap today covers the music ownership problem, fans as trusted partners, the free core foundation, scaling your music business, tools for music societies, and finally, building the new middle class. Let's get right into it. Section 1. The music ownership problem. Chasing attention versus owning relationships. Okay, let's dive into this. The real truth, according to MakingAScene.org, is that the music business doesn't actually have a talent problem. I mean, talent is literally everywhere, right? The real issue is that it's an ownership problem. Artists are constantly trained to build their audiences everywhere except where they actually own the relationship. Think about rented platforms like Instagram, Spotify, or TikTok. These spaces just act as doorways. They're great for discovery, sure, but they come with a lot of baggage. Changing algorithms, randomly suspended accounts, and completely hidden data. To build a real career, you have to bring traffic through those doorways into your own destination. It's about having a direct path to your fans, which is exactly what a fan passport and actually owning your fan data provide. And that brings us to this absolutely crucial insight from MakingAScene.org. A follower is not always a fan. It's such a vital distinction, isn't it? A viral clip on social media or a sudden spike in streams just doesn't automatically equal a sustainable career. Visibility is simply not the same thing as ownership. The real goal here is converting that fleeting, passing attention into a genuine, lasting connection. Section 2. Fans as trusted partners. From data points to real people. Making this happen requires a massive mindset shift. We've got to stop treating our audiences as mere data points just waiting to be harvested and start treating them like real people, like trusted partners. This is where permission-based trust comes in. Basically, this is a system where fans have total, absolute control over their data sharing preferences. The Making a Scene Fan Passport app completely embodies this idea. A fan can opt in, they can opt out, they can change their mind whenever they want. This ensures that the relationship is always chosen and never, ever forced. It really boils down to one simple golden rule. Respect the relationship, and the relationship can grow. If an artist decides to abuse that trust, say they spam their fans or treat them like walking ATM machines, the fan can just turn off sharing and walk away. MakingAScene.org makes a great point here, that this isn't a flaw in the system. It's the whole point. It's exactly how a healthy, artist-owned business is supposed to function. Section 3. The free core foundation, the concrete of the ecosystem. Now, what's really interesting here is how this all starts. Removing financial barriers for both the artist and the fan is the absolute foundation of MakingAScene.org's mission. Think of it as pouring the concrete for the entire ecosystem. The amount of value you get before a single dollar is spent is honestly kind of wild. The Fan Passport app, completely free for fans, and the core system is totally free for artists. You get a website builder to create a legitimate home base. We're talking way more than just a social link tree here. You also get QR code tools, basic fan capture, activity tracking, and even test fan and test show mode so you can make sure everything runs smoothly before your next gig. Basically, independent artists can start collecting fans and organizing their activity without paying a single dime. Section 4. Scaling your music business. Turning activity into revenue. So once you've got that concrete poured, it is time to turn that fan activity into actual scalable revenue. And this shows how the OS uses progressive disclosure to scale right alongside you. You kick things off with the free core tier, but, when you're a working touring act, you can step up to the pro tier for just $99 a year. For the serious independent businesses out there, the premium tier is $199 a year. And for venues, music societies, or festivals, there's the agency tier at $299 a year. It gives working professionals incredibly reachable tools to grow into full business systems, completely avoiding the bloated price tags you'd normally see from major label departments. Let's actually walk through how this pro tier works in the real world. Picture the absolute chaos of a merch table right after a killer live set. With this system, a fan just walks up and scans a QR code right there at the table. They instantly collect a stamp in their free Fan Passport app, which unlocks a special reward on the spot. Maybe it's an exclusive track or a discount on a t-shirt. And because you now own that interaction, you can follow up with them later. You're seamlessly turning a one-time buyer into a dedicated, repeat supporter. That is exactly how you capture those scattered, real-world moments and translate them into scalable revenue. But what if you're ready to take things to the next level and run a truly serious business? Well, the premium tier pulls all those scattered, moving parts of a career into one cohesive, well-oiled machine. You're getting marketing and AI assistance to help you plan smart, effective campaigns. You get connected commerce, which ties fan behavior directly to money. Plus, there's touring and live revenue tracking, so you can clearly see which cities actually warrant a return visit. It even handled sync, licensing, and rights awareness, which is huge for treating your songs as long-term assets rather than just disposable social media content. Section 5. Tools for Music Societies. Building the scene, not just one artist. Makingascene.org makes a really vital point about this next part. Passion alone just isn't enough to sustain a local scene. Spreadsheets and volunteer energy, they can only take a community so far. Venues and music societies need real professional infrastructure. That's where the agency tier comes in. It allows venue managers and society directors to track multi-event engagement, validate their value to local sponsors, organize volunteer activity, and support multiple artists all under one umbrella. It helps organizers see the big picture, like discovering cross-audience visibility to see which artists actually activate fans together. It's about modernizing the entire local ecosystem instead of just promoting isolated one-off shows. Section 6. Building the new middle class. Sustaining the indie artist. Now, when makingascene.org talks about the music industry middle class, they definitely aren't talking about universal superstar fame. They're talking about sustaining the indie artist. It's about generating enough direct, predictable income from your own relationships to simply keep doing what you do, creating. You really don't need that one magic viral break. A sustainable career is built on thousands of small owned moments. Just think about the progression here. A simple QR scan becomes a follow. That follow becomes a stamp. A stamp leads to a merch sale. That merch sale creates an opportunity for a highly personalized show invite. And ultimately, that live experience cements long-term support. By focusing on these controllable, owned moments, artists can actually orchestrate a thriving, predictable career. Oh, and just a quick heads up, if you want to get in on the ground floor of this massive shift, makingascene.org is currently looking for real-world beta testers. They are actively seeking touring artists, venues, and music societies who want to shape this tool by testing it out in real venues with real fans. If you want to help build this new infrastructure, you can reach out to them directly to get involved. Ultimately, the entire future of the independent music industry comes down to the power of one. One artist stepping up and taking control. One fan giving permission. One scan, one stamp, one show, and one connected, thriving local scene. It's like a giant puzzle where every single piece matters. So, the crucial question I'll leave you with today is this. Are you ready to own your road forward? Because the tools are finally here to make it happen. Make sure you check out the other great articles and resources on makingascene.org, the place the indie artist goes to build the new music industry.